Hey guys! Welcome back to my February bullet journal setup for 2024. We're sticking with the Nijisanji theme as this month's feature is Krisis from Nijisanji EN. I can't believe it's only February and I was already struggling to pick a group. Krisis debuted pretty recently back on June 24th, 2023. Originally planned to be a 4-person group, they ended up debuting with 3 members: Vesalius Bandage, Vanta and UQ Wilson. I have to say, I really got into Nijisanji EN back when Luxium debuted, and it feels like I follow the new groups less and less every time a new wave is introduced. I just don't have the time, but I still watch clips from time to time, and it's so nice to see the new members meshing with everyone and getting along so well. Krisis, also known as Heroes of the Night, was an interesting concept to me. First, they come from the same universe as some of the Nijisanji's JP livers, Heroes of the East, Oriens, and Heroes of the West, Dikira. I think they are also the only EN group that didn't feature a debut song, though Zali did have his own separate cover that he featured on his debut, and I don't think they had a group logo either. So let's get into the members. First off, we have Vanta, a name I googled at, and is a mercenary that does his job with care and precision. He has short, spiky, dark blonde hair that has black and purple streaks, dark skin with scars, and purple eyes. He also wears a black suit with purple accents, many belts, fingerless gloves, shiny black dress shoes. How do they not get scuffed in the fighting? And a tattoo peeking up his arm. In his alternative outfit, he also has a black mask and a really cool white jacket that unfortunately doesn't allow him to fly. His Oshi mark is a Joker card and knife. He also has a robot mascot / partner named Kurokoko, who personally is my favorite mascot design out of the 3. And let it be said that if you haven't seen Vanta's lore yet, you are missing out. When I first witnessed it, I got flashback to Shu's lore. It's the whole vibe of what the hell am I watching at first, and then it ends with oh my god, I need more. It really showcases his humor and I'm living for it. Like mentioned before, Vanta is a mercenary of legendary proportions. It's said that no one intended his birth because they knew they weren't worthy to witness it. He can take on 100,000 armed combatants at once. His travels led him to the ASH facility where Kurokoko observed and joined him on his journey. Also, let's just take a moment to know that ASH stands for Astronomically Sexy Hero. Yeah, that's right, I lost it at this point. So, Astronomically Sexy Hero, ASH wanted their AI tech back, so they sent snipers to threaten Vanta, but he defeated them with a flex of his biceps. He ended up joining them out of pity and kindness of his heart and met his new Krisis teammates. If you guys haven't watched Vanta yet, just go see his debut. I know how stressful and daunting it is to debut to thousands of people watching, especially in a company as big as Nijisanji, and you just want everything to look perfect and high quality. But Vanta's debut is so refreshing. It's witty, budget friendly, and I couldn't stop laughing. Vesalius Bandage, also known as Zali, which, let's be honest, it's another name I googled at when I first saw the name. He's a medical soldier that turned his own body into an experiment in order to save others. He grew up in a village that practiced medicine. One night, a meteor shower went wrong as the stars crashed into his village and unleashed crystal monsters that attacked everyone. His sister Leah got infected by the monsters, so Zali researched for a cure, even infecting his own body. He eventually found the Gem of Creation, which was basically a genie lamp that manifested the user's wishes. He cured himself, but sadly his sister had already passed. So Zali made it his life's mission to kill all the other monsters and was recruited by the ASH organization alongside the rest of the Krisis team. This entire backstory was featured as a storyboard-like animatic during his debut stream, with Zali voicing the narration in Japanese, which was so well done, and you guys should definitely check it out if you haven't watched it yet. Zali has black hair with pink-purple undertone, golden eyes with a scar, and bronze earrings. He has a blue shirt with billowy sleeves, a corset, totally approved, white wide pants, and of course, bandages. So, also not surprising that his emoji is a bandage, not toilet paper. One thing I really liked about his debut was how he made his slides look like a doctor's note, complete with date and signature. Though, since I can still read the handwriting, I don't know, not really doctorish. He also has a personal android assistant named Suchi, and when I first saw it, I was reminded of BB-8 from Star Wars. But he's more of a robot cocoon that floats next to Zali. Zali can speak English, French, and Japanese. And finally, we have the last member of Krisis, UQ Wilson. Wilson is a skilled hitman that's proficient with any weapon. He's playful, has short blonde hair, blue eyes, with goggles and a futuristic suit, clear white jacket with a yellow hood. At first, his design really reminded me of Ezreal from League. Please tell me I'm not the only one who thought that, especially in his alternative battle outfit. He even has an arm blaster. Wilson's robot is called Tentapod, accurately named as he looks like an octopus. He helps Wilson hack and make things difficult. Wilson is Canadian and can speak English and French fluently. He was a hitman that was desperate for a job. In his debut lore, he was hired to take out a robot gang leader named ID-10T. He got to the designated location ready for an epic fight and somehow missed the giant robot standing right in front of him. Cue an awkward conversation as the robot couldn't make a cool entrance and Wilson ends up trying to comfort his opponent instead. And in the middle of this, he was hit by a twinkle dart fired by Zali, who hauled him off to ASH and convinced him to join the team. In his debut slides, Wilson now claims he's a hero, not a hitman, and his success rate is 95%, not 5%, and totally not scrawled with marker. He's referred to as Wilson, which is actually his last name, since he said there was confusion with calling him Yu. Funny enough, the first part of his name, UQ, sounds like Yukyu in Japanese, which means paid leave. Definitely a star ex-hitman right there. So yeah, that's Nijisanji EN's group Krisis. I love their vibe and energy together, and their banter is really funny. They're so chaotic when together and have some of the most weirdest, interesting topics when chatting. There's the whole "which monster girl would you go for" conversation, which, let me tell you, was a wild ride. I'm also not that familiar with the other two JP groups they're associated with, so I'm excited to do more research and learn more about them in the upcoming future months. It's great, and I'm hopeful to see even more crossover collabs and branching into the JP members. I also just realized that Krisis is probably the first EN wave that didn't have personalized debut teaser one-liners. They just really broke the mold for debut expectations. Anyways, in the meantime, if you think I missed anything about Krisis, please feel free to leave it in the comments below for me to read. Thanks so much again for watching. Please hit like and subscribe to follow more of my bullet journal journey. I actually just ordered a ton of new washi tape and stickers, so I'm really excited about having more choices and options for future upcoming pages. I'll see you guys next month.